go through, just try to remember the concepts of 3979 and make sure that if you have a book on the Holocaust, that you have one that has opposing, that has other.
How do you oppose the Holocaust?
What? Believe me, that's on the Holocaust, that you have one that has opposing, that has other.
How do you oppose the Holocaust?
What? Believe me, that's come up.
So number the stars,
No,
which is
opposing, that has other.
How do you oppose the Holocaust?
What? Believe me, that's come up.
so number the stars, which is
Hello, users. Welcome to the show. Got a show lined up for y'all. Does anyone ever respond to each other, or is it everyone talking past each other? I mean, people are having a conversation literally right now, actually. Someone talked about how a Tory MP was stabbed, and now other folks are asking them questions, and the answers are being provided. I don't understand. What? Anyway, welcome to the goddamn folks. I'm your host, the motherfucker. That's right. Where the hell is Max the dog? Max! This is going to be the last stream with Max the dog for a while. Maxie! And he's just sitting on the floor. He doesn't even know. He has no idea. Maxie! I'm going to bully my dog just for y'all. I'm doing this for y'all. Oh, come on, Maxie. He's looking at me. He's like, why'd you throw a pillow at me? Maxie. Wah! He's coming. Maxie. Come on down. Come on. This way, bud. Well, Maxie is he's all tuckered out because he was getting played with. Look at the dog. Look at him. All right. Woo! Fuck. Anyway, folks, welcome to the goddamn. Look at him. I'm gonna have other dogs where I'm gonna be staying, so don't worry about the dogs. Look at him. He's licking the air. He's grasping. Look at him. He is such a dog. You are such a dog. Whew. You started watching on Jan 6th. Amazing. He's having a great time. Anyway, folks, this is going to be my last show for a while in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. I'm traveling to the Northeast to tend to some familial familiarities, some familial irregularities. So today's show will be a little shorter. And I'm going to be doing pre-taped shows for Saturday and Sunday. And I should be back live on Monday. Now I could just be back live on Saturday and Sunday, but again, given the nature of the familiarities, the familial irregularities as well, given the nature of them, I'd prefer to just have the pre-tapes lined up so I don't have to worry about it. But if I, for whatever reason, am not going to be back on time for a live show on Monday for whatever possible reason, then that's okay. Well, like, you know, I'll announce that and figure something out. But just throwing that out there. So gonna do the show. All right. Let's do a show. What is going on? Solana. Big money. God, I love big money. It's way better than that small money crap. Love me some big money. God damn. Some big fucking money. Mmm. 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 Is that a retweet? Nope. Been bought out by big money. Hello, Mila. Safe travels, dear heart. Thank you for the heart. All right. Let's do a goddamn, shall we? All right, so this is I did a little bit of this in the introduction today at the beginning of the introduction. But this one, South Lake school teacher tells teachers to balance, or school leader, I should say, tells teachers to balance Holocaust books, quote, with opposing views. Teachers in the Carroll School District say they fear being punished for stocking classrooms with books dealing with racism, slavery, and now the Holocaust. This is both sidesism. This is the logical conclusion to people thinking, oh, it's just an opinion. So let's agree to disagree. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion. What? The same motherfuckers that kids these days get the old participation trophy in gym class. They gonna climb a rope and then they fall and then get a goddamn trophy. I never got a trophy in fucking school. What the hell are they talking about? I don't fucking know. But either way, this is the net result of the everyone gets a trophy bullshit. Except, imagine everyone gets to have an opinion. You're allowed to have an opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. That Nazi's allowed to have an opinion. The racist's allowed to have an opinion. The slave owner's allowed to have an opinion. The fucking, you know, the child fucking slave owner is allowed to have an opinion. The fucking, you know, the capitalists get to have the opinions. No, they don't. No, they don't. Fuck them. Fuck their opinions. Our country is so fucking stupid because everyone is taught bullshit, woo! What? Fuck your goddamn side. Your side sucks. Stupid ass bullshit. Anyway, a top administrator with the Carroll Independent School District at South Lake advised teachers last week that if they have a book about the Holocaust in their classroom, they should offer students access to a book from an opposing perspective. What? Gina Petty, the Carroll School District Executive Director of the Curriculum and Instruction, made the comment Friday afternoon during a training session on which books teachers can have in classroom libraries. Friday afternoon? Isn't today Friday? I guess it was last Friday. I just confused the shit out of me. I thought today was Saturday for a second. The training came 4 days after the Carroll School Board responded to a parent's complaint, voted to reprimand a fourth grade teacher who had kept an anti-racism book in her classroom. So, okay, a fourth grade teacher says, actually, racism was bad. And they got in trouble for that? I just got home from work and then This is the fucking stupid ass fucking bitch on the... I just got home from work and I asked my kid what they learned in school today. And then the kid told me that slavery was bad. They learned that slavery was bad. And and then the school was like, all right, we agree with that. Slavery bad? That's fucked up. Hey, fourth grade teacher, what the hell is the matter with you? How dare you teach kids that slavery is bad? What? A Carroll staff member secretly recorded the Friday training and shared the audio with NBC News. Just trying to remember the concepts. I'm going to play the audio, but... let's play the audio, folks. Is there any audio? Is there audio at all? It says that I'm not muted here, so... Where's the audio? Here we go.
And political...
All right.
We are in the middle of a political mess. And you are in the middle of a political mess. And so we just have to do the best that we can. And so we're going to go and you're going to do what you do best, and that's to teach kids.
I think we're all just really terrified.
I think you are terrified. And I wish I could take that away. I do. I can't do that. You are professionals. We hired you as professionals. We trust you with our children. So if you think the book is okay, then let's go with it. And whatever happens, we will fight it together. We will. There's a lot of districts that are in the exact same spot we're in. And no one knows how to navigate these waters. I mean, no one.
Teachers complaining.
As you go through, just
Okay,
try to
so what
remember
happens here is the fourth grade teacher got in trouble and everyone else was like, what? What? And so this is explaining what the guidelines are.
Concepts of 3979, and make sure that if you have a book on the Holocaust, that you have one that has opposing, that has other.
How do you oppose the Holocaust?
Believe me, that's come up.
So number the stars, which is
In a statement, a Carroll spokeswoman said Petty's example about the Holocaust reflects the district's attempt to comply with a new state law that requires teachers to present multiple perspectives when discussing widely debated and currently controversial issues. The Holocaust is widely debated and currently controversial in the United States of fucking America, and Texas specifically. Jesus Christ. All right. Petty did not respond to a message requesting comment in a written response.
To get into elite schools like this one.
For the love of God. Petty did not respond to messages requesting comment. In a written response to a question about Petty's remarks, Carroll spokeswoman Karen Fitzgerald said the district is trying to help teachers comply with the new state law and an updated version that will go in effect in December, Texas Senate Bill 3. Reminder, about I think 10 years ago or so, they removed Thomas Jefferson from school textbooks and replaced him with Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Our district recognizes that all Texas teachers are in a precarious position with the latest legal requirement. Fitzgerald wrote, noting that the district's interpretation of the new law, Texas law, requires teachers to provide, how about this? Do not comply. How about that? Anyone? Is that an option? What about all the teachers in Texas organize and say, nah, sorry, the Holocaust was bad. Slavery, guess what? It was bad. And we're not going to teach you about how slavery was good, actually, and how the Holocaust, maybe that was actually warranted. No. Maybe the Holocaust didn't even happen. No. Fuck you. How about that? Is that possible? Fuck you. What are you going to do about it? Fire all the teachers? All right. Then school will be closed and kids don't have to go to school to get a fucking virus and a deadly pandemic. It's a win-win. Fuck them. Fuck them. We find it reprehensible for an educator to require a Holocaust denier to get equal treatment with the facts of history, Robinson said. That's absurd. It's worse than absurd, and this law does not require it. Clay Robinson, a spokesman of the Texas State Teachers Association, of course, a union representing educators, said there's nothing in the new Texas law dealing with classroom libraries. Robinson said the book guidelines at Carroll, a suburban school district near Fort Worth, are an overreaction and a misinterpretation of the law. Okay. State Sen. Brian Hughes, an East Texas Republican who wrote Senate Bill 3, denied that the law requires teachers to provide opposing views on what he called matters of good and evil, or to get rid of books that offer only one perspective on the Holocaust. That's not what the bill says. So again, that's the thing here, is that, again, a teacher was reprimanded for having a book that said, yeah, racism, bad. What is the logical conclusion of that? That, oh, people debate the Holocaust. The Holocaust is, it's controversial. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand. Like, how are you going to go there and say that's not what the law says when that's explicitly what the law says? And it's also, if that's not what the law says, how about this? Think about it. Rewrite the law? Is that possible? Maybe? Rewrite the fucking law? Teachers are literally afraid that we're going to be punished for having books in our classes, an elementary school teacher said. There are no children's books that show the opposing perspective of the Holocaust or the opposing perspective of slavery. Are we supposed to just get rid of all books on those subjects? After this article was published, Carroll ISD posted a statement on Facebook from Superintendent Lane Ledbetter, saying that Petty's advice to teachers was in no way to convey that the Holocaust was anything less than a terrible event in history. Additionally, we recognize there are not two sides to the Holocaust, he wrote in the post. There are also not two sides to racism. Just throwing that out there. We also understand this bill does not require an opposing viewpoint on historical facts. What about the Confederacy? What about the Civil War? What is that? What is historical facts? So then the bill does nothing. What is the point of the bill? If the bill is, don't touch subjects that are controversial or that have, opposing view sides that are legitimate, well, one side thinks the Confederacy was okay. They think that that is heritage, not hate. Right? They fought a war over slaves. They fought a war. They killed hundreds of thousands of their fellow citizens because they wanted to own slaves. They wanted to own human beings and treat them as property. And they were willing to kill hundreds of thousands of each other over that. Bunch of dumb motherfuckers. It's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. Anyway. Okay, what is this? The district's inconsistent messaging. Okay, this is Carroll ISD circulated new guidelines about classroom libraries to teachers last week. Okay. Standard fully met 2 points. The author provides balanced information by providing multiple perspectives. What does that mean? Author's implicit perspective bias is notable, but the book has other instructional value. What is that? What is that also? Like, Author perspective bias distorts content, making the material inappropriate for use with students. I don't understand, like, what does that mean? Like, yeah, we don't like slavery. Does that mean this? Author's implicit perspective bias is notable? Like, what is that, like? This whole thing. I mean, again, I've been saying this for a while. Schools are the battlefield of the culture war. They always have been. Kids are always being brainwashed. They're always being manipulated. They're always being fucking abused and used for political purposes. And this is just another example of that. They don't want you to learn about how racism is bad. They think, phrenology, I don't know if that's a settled science or not. I'm not sure. Like, if a 6th grade teacher, like, brings out, like, a fucking, like, a skull and starts getting the measuring tape, is that bad? Well, they're just providing opposing perspectives. What? Some stupid ass shit, let me tell you. Stupid ass shit. Stupid ass shit. Any protest stuff from yesterday? Afraid not. I've cut off my family for thinking that stupid shit. I can't deal with people that stupid. They make me murderous. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. But, that's a shame. The side that thinks the Confederacy is fine are those that believe the Civil War was fought over states' rights. States' rights. Go get down. Whoa, whoa. States' rights. What the fuck does that mean? Like, that's the thing, is, like, all of these terms and phrases that people use to, like, try to fucking pretend like slavery is not that bad, or, the Holocaust, maybe there was some, maybe the eugenics stuff that they were doing, maybe that was a good idea, but you didn't have to kill them all, right? Like, like, that whole shit is just so fucking stupid. Like, they always, like, shadow things in these vague, like, oh, yeah, no, it's not slavery, it's states' rights. Oh, no, bow. Like, what does that mean? Like, what, like, when you ask someone states' rights, what kind of rights? Well, we want to have our own, like, economic, we're going to change our tax rates. All right, go change your tax rate. That was no problem. Oh, we want to change up how we go spend on roads. All right, that's no problem. What right did your state have or not have that made you want to kill 100,000 or so, like more and more people? What was that? What were you advocating for? That the federal government was like, states' rights, just on the abstract. I mean, think about this. A lot of these southern states, I covered this story where North Carolina raised its age of marriage from 14 to 16. North Carolina, you could get married at 14 years old. Like, last year. What? States' rights. That's when these motherfucking states do their states' rights bullshit, that's what they're doing. Gonna marry a 14-year-old. What? What? Alright, let's talk more about schools. This one I don't. After After white students displayed Confederate flag at school, black students suspended for planning a protest. What? Black students were suspended from their high school for planning a protest after another group of students came to school waving a Confederate flag. Last week, a group of students at Coosa High School in Rome, Georgia, were filmed waving the Confederate flag and hurling racial slurs. Newsweek reported that the 4 students filmed were carrying the Confederate flag in favor of Farm Day on School Spirit Day, which led up to homecoming. They did not face any repercussions. In response, many students said the school did not do much to reprimand the students carrying the flag, and a protest was planned to bring awareness to the problem, CBS 46 Atlanta reported. However, the school administration suspended several students who were planning the protest. The student protesters told CBS 46 that only black students were suspended. The administration is aware of tomorrow's planned protest, the administrator said over the intercom. Before the planned demonstration, police will be present here at school. And if students insist on encouraging this kind of activity, they will be disciplined for encouraging unrest. Two white students participating in the Friday protest were not suspended, even though they claimed to be as disruptive as the black students. I don't know what that means. CBS reported. In Floyd County, which includes Coosa High School, 8% of black students were suspended, the highest percentage of any race, CBS reported. According to the county data, Floyd County is made up of 70% white people, 14% black people, and about 8% Hispanic people. So let me get this straight. 2 zebras are on the loose. Oh, shit. Let me get this straight. So a bunch of students, including white people, planned a protest. And now there's multiple different things here. One, the idea that they only suspended the black organizers. What? 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 That's weird. But then also this quote. Police will be present. So, you don't have police present when kids are waving the Confederate flag and screaming the N-word. No police required. It's all good, brother. But a couple of black people are like, hey, that's fucked up. Gotta bring in the cops. Bring in the cops. What? Now, students insist on encouraging this kind of activity. This is always how protesting goes, right? There's always, police kill someone. Why are the protesters encouraging unrest? Why do they do that? Don't they know that police should just be allowed to kill people and you say nothing about it? Huh? You're telling me police killed your cousin? Well, why don't you just sit at home and watch Netflix? Why are you going outside? It's always, the inciting incident is fine. And also, it's not like, now, I would, not to say that I support this, but, if the black students wanted to wait for these Confederates after school and beat the shit out of them, that's one thing. Which, again, I'm not endorsing. That's one thing. But they weren't doing that. And I'm not saying that they should. But they weren't. They were going to go to school and just say, hey, that's fucked up what y'all did. That's fucked up. And we don't like it, so we're going to tell you that it's fucked up. That's all they were planning on doing. They planned to do the nonviolent approach. They did things the right way. They could have very easily just beat the fucking shit out of them And again, not saying that they should have done that, but they could. They will be disciplined for encouraging unrest. This is encouraging unrest. Saying one group of people are allowed to use racial slurs and wave a fucking symbol of slavery around, that being fine, but saying, hey, I don't like that is not fine? What else are you supposed to do? How is that not? That is enabling, encouraging unrest. You're saying you're not even allowed to have an opinion? You can't have an opinion that slavery is bad in this school? If you think slavery and racial slurs are bad, sorry, you just got to keep your mouth shut. What? That's encouraging unrest. The alternative would be they would protest, nothing would happen, and everyone would forget about it. That's the alternative. But no. The school fucking people in charge of the school are racist, dim-witted, want-to-be slave owners. What a fucking crock of shit. What a crock of fucking shit. Lord have fucking mercy, this country is so stupid, it's so fucking stupid, it's so dumb, it's so stupid. So fucking stupid, so fucking stupid, so fucking dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. Dumb. This country is dumb. Do I need to bring up the fact that 95% of Americans don't know how to feed themselves? Do I need to? Does anyone need me to say that again? Because I will. I will. I'll talk about it. 95% of Americans are fucking stupid. They're fucking dumb. Something as basic as feeding yourself is too difficult for 95% of you motherfuckers. "95% of you motherfuckers are so goddamn dumb that you don't even care about your own body at all, to the point where you literally don't know how to feed yourself. You can't feed yourself. How the fuck do you brush your teeth? Like, how the fuck are you driving cars and you don't know how to fucking feed yourself? You're telling me we're gonna trust these dumbass motherfuckers to drive on highways at 70 miles per hour and they don't know how to fucking eat broccoli? What? What? How fucking dumb are you? Like, 95, like, if it were like 40%, you know, that would suck, but it's like, god damn, if it were like 60%, that would be like, fuck, you know, we really gotta work on it, but 95%, motherfucker. 88% of Americans are pre-diabetic. Technically, they're pre-diabetic. Technically. 88% of Americans have what's called metabolic syndrome, which develops into pre-diabetes, which develops into diabetes. 88% of Americans are pre-diabetic? What the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers? I mean, oh my god, man. Holy shit. Folks, I don't do this often. But I've got a cop story here, and the cop is good. This is a good cop. People wonder, oh, not all cops are bad. Right? Oh, my cousin's a cop, and he, you know, likes to play baseball with my nephew. Okay. Yeah, alright, fine. Unless your cousin is this guy, I'm not interested. But this guy, pretty good. Louisiana state trooper who went public with brutality allegations has been terminated. And this is what happens to good cops, folks. They get sacked. This guy's going to be a good cop for like maybe another couple days, and then they're not going to be a cop at all. So right now, for one of the first times, we have got a good cop somewhere in the country. Let's check it out. A Louisiana state trooper found out he is being fired around 1 month after going public with allegations of brutality and racism against his fellow troopers. Carl Cavalier, 33, leaked internal state police records about the death of Ronald Green, a black motorist who died following a 2019 encounter with troopers. Cavalier criticized the agency in a number of interviews. State police leadership initially placed Cavalier on a 5-week paid suspension, but this week the state police fired Cavalier for violating department policy. Trooper Cavalier received a decision of the appointing authority to move forward with termination based on administrative investigation that revealed he violated several department policies. A Louisiana State Police spokesperson told Fox News, "It did not be noted, or should be noted, all disciplinary administrative process not finalized, and Cavalier remained employed at this time. Disciplinary letter with policy violation will be made available when complete," the spokesperson added. "Cavalier, due to fair and full process, and such as Barton cannot comment on any penalty litigation." State police pulled Green over an unspecified traffic violation for... State police pulled Green over for an unspecified traffic violation on May 10th, 2019 that resulted in a high-speed chase. Reports of Green's death remained inconsistent, with authorities telling Green's family he died after crashing into a tree, while later saying he died on his way to the hospital. However, the body cam video released in May 2021 showed troopers rushing his vehicle and using a stun gun on him as he raised his hands while inside the vehicle. Troopers then wrestled him and dragged him until Green went limp and died. The lack of any action prompted an angry response from Cavalier, who leaked internal state police files related to the investigation, which prompted the release of the body camera footage. Louisiana Governor Bell Edwards described the footage as disturbing and difficult to watch. Cavalier provided interviews to news outlets in Baton Rouge and New Orleans in which he expressed disappointment that it took leaked body camera video to the media before any disciplinary action was taken. He continued to press the issue, writing a fictional book under a pseudonym that detailed his experience and misgivings as an African-American officer in a sometimes hostile environment. He also filed a lawsuit on September 30th against the state police, alleging discrimination at the hands of superior officers. After issuing a ticket to a narcotics officer with the Huma Police Department, petitioners' supervisors began subjecting all tickets and reports to additional scrutiny. Cavalier wrote in his petition, including, but not limited to, watching body-worn camera not related to the use of force, requesting that incident reports be edited and or rewritten, receiving harsh criticism over minor issues where other LSP commissioned officers were not reprimanded. Cavalier claimed he was demoted and transferred a number of times in result to an internal grievance he filed about the incident. Cavalier's firing is expected to become effective in 45 days. So again, if you want me to believe that your cousin's brother's nephew's son-in-law is a good cop, all right. What's the password to the police systems? If you don't want to give me your password, sorry, you're not a good cop. Like, there are ways that you can be a cop and be good and be a good person. It's just that 99.9999999, also known as 100% of them, because the good cops aren't cops for very long. Where are all the good cops? Right. They're out working for the deli down the street because they got fucking fired. They're out, you know, fucking, I don't know. I came up with it. I don't know. But either way, you know, I gotta be fair on this channel. When I say all cops are bastards, right? I gotta be fair. I gotta be balanced. Found one of them. Still rounds up to 100% though, let's be real. All right. that's pretty much the show for today. I'm going to be honest, folks. It's the show. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Okay, we got a dumb fuck in the chat. Hey, Will, do you want to come on the show and discuss this? Time marches on without any concern for your feelings. Stop being so emotional. What does that mean? Would you like to explain what that means on stream? Do you have Discord? Do you want to give me your phone number? Time? This is like a riddle. It's like solving like a fucking ancient English scroll that we found in like a fucking basement somewhere from like fucking 1693. Time marches on. Time marches on. So time exists. There is such a thing as time. It exists. Without any concern for your feelings. Well, of course, time has no concern. Time is just a law. Okay, so stop being so emotional. So, okay, time exists and is not conscious, and therefore cannot have concerns. Therefore, humans should just suspend like 80% of the human experience. You know, when I look at my kids, you know, and they're laughing and playing with the dogs, I'm not gonna feel happy. You wanna know why? Because time exists. Oh, you know, I got a relative in the hospital. Not sad at all. Why? Time. It exists. What the fuck? I'm like, what? Rielon, Hamba Gali, Zulu for go well. Thank you. 70's ours. Time marches on without any concern for your... That's going to be the new quote on the top of the stream. That's good. That's really good stuff. That is really fucking good stuff. Wow. That is some really good stuff. Time marches on without any concern for your feelings. Stop being so emotional. Anyway, folks, tomorrow will be a pre-taped show. Sunday will be a pre-taped show. They will not be too long. I will air them at the regular 9 a.m. slot. I mean, I get, like, since it's pre-taped, do y'all want me to air them at 10? Let me do a quick Twitter poll. Or, not Twitter poll, but YouTube poll. Ben Burgess only does pre-tapes on David Feldman's show now. That's funny. That's really funny. Because now, you know, it's a pre-tape, so if you don't want to get up early, I mean, there's no reason to, so. Time marches on. That's the thing, is like, what a stupid thing to say. Right? Like, not like it marches on. Like, time is marching. It's you know, it's traveling with, like, you know, like one foot in front of the other. It's marching on, folks. Time marches on. What the hell? What the fucking hell? Alright, folks. Looks like 10 is the winner of this one. Anyway, what are we voting on? It's too late. So tomorrow I will do the... Yeah, time's going to be marching on since I'm doing a pre-tape show. Time, folks, I don't know if you knew this. Time marches on without any concern for your feelings. So stop being so emotional.
I would say, I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. You know, you're a beta male.
Beta.
I would say, I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. You know, you're a beta male.
Beta.
I would say, I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. You know, you're a beta male.
Beta.
I would say, I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. You know, you're a beta male.
Beta.
I would say, I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. You know, you're a beta male.
Beta.
I would say, I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. You know, you're a beta male.
Everybody comes in, your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousin. They come in, but everybody comes in, your grandmother, your father, and your grandmother comes in, your everybody comes in, your grandmother, And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs. I got hairy legs. I got hairy legs. And it get hot. I got hairy legs. I got hairy legs. Hairy legs. Hairy legs, got hairy legs that turn, that turn blonde in the sun. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. About kids jumping on my lap. And I love kids jumping on my lap. Beta! Everybody. My lap. And I love kids jumping on 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 my lap. Got hairy legs, got hairy legs, got hairy legs, got hairy legs that turn, that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to and Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did, Dave. And back in those days, the sure things had changed. One of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap.
Seriously? Hot?
And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you,
A lot of hot
off
sauce.
the board. I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you out.
Artillery examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. With the man Tim Kaine. Campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain. Everybody comes in, your grandmother, your